Hello everybody, welcome to Kaguya-sama Love is War episode Season 2, first of all, get out of the way. Season 2 episode 5? I think we're on episode 5. Anime review. I'm gonna assume we are on episode 5. This episode, it was good. Chika was the star this week, although everybody put in funny appearances. Like all of them. They all did well in at least one area. So that, we'll call that a win. It's very hot all of a sudden. I got this mop on my head, but I'm still watching anime and it's good stuff. So, let's get into the episode, see how it all went down and everything. Let's do this. Open up with Chika. She is strolling like a gazelle or another animal that is awesome. But then she comes upon Miyuki and is immediately terrified because he's got this mysterious aura about him. He's like he's a different person. Essentially, first off, his hair was bedhead the whole time. Like, that's a plot twist of the century, you know. Put that on the top 10 anime betrayals. But no, basically, because he's had a lot more free time, he's been sleeping. So he's awake and he has time to do his hair, and his eyes are awake properly. Basically, he's not completely exhausted all the time, which is a good thing. But Chika is scared, and then later on they have a great line. Chika's over there, Miyuki's over there, and he says, "What's with the social distancing?" And I'm just like, was that intentional? No, there's no way they could have known. It's very funny though. It's funny because it wasn't intentional. But you get what I'm saying. Ishigami also speaks to him and is scared as well because he's like, "What's happening? This is weird." Everybody's talking to Miyuki. People like just randoms. You can tell they're randoms because I've never seen any of them before. So who knows? And Ishigami says, "This is your popular phase," basically. And Miyuki's like, "This is it. This is when Kaguya's. I'm gonna get her to, you know, confess." Good stuff there. So he goes to do that. He's got a foolproof plan. He looks in the mirror for a solid 5 minutes. It's probably not that long, but he's got a foolproof plan. Goes up to Kaguya. His plan falls apart pretty much immediately. She doesn't pay no attention to him really. She's just like, "Oh," and then she starts speaking proper, like professionally and business-like, and you know. So it's kind of weird. It's like they were at the beginning. And yeah, but then while he's freaking out, not knowing what's going on, we then get a bit of her internal thoughts. And she's basically like, "What is going on? Why have his eyes changed? This is weird. He used to be so cool. What's happened now? I need an adult." Said adult is actually Kashiwagi, which makes a lot of sense actually. Basically, she does the whole, "My friend, this bit," and Kashiwagi is like, "It's about these people." And, you know, with frightening accuracy. It's pretty obvious, but, you know, she's vaguely smart. But yeah, then she's worried, Kaguya, worried it's not true love, yada yada yada. Kashiwagi is so not qualified, she's not pure enough for none of this. And then he's like, "Yeah, of course it is." Basically, it seemed to me like she was like, I don't know what to say to you, so I'm just gonna, you know, yeah, you know, you're fine. Chika overhears and shows up, and basically says, first of all, Kashiwagi covers for her, saying, "Hey, I was the one asking about it, because it's embarrassing, you know." Chika says that true love is definitely not if it flips just because their appearance changed. And then she leaves. Kaguya goes into brief meltdown. Ishigami then shows up, and you know, she even asks him for advice, which is Ishigami's a nice guy. Ask Ishigami for advice, he's great. And then he gives some sagely wisdom, which cheers Kaguya right back up, which good stuff. Basically, love realistically and all that. He's like, "It's fine, whatever." And she's like, "Yes, you're right, Ishigami. They're friends. They get on better than they did before." Miyuki shows up and he's tired again. He's got no eyes anymore. No eyes? He's even more tired eyes. And Kaguya's all flustered because he's got his cool eyes back again. What a nice resolution to this. She takes him to the nurse's office. Everything is right in the world. And Hayasaka has discovered that Kaguya's got a fetish for tired eyes, I guess. Is that concerning? That might be concerning. Next bit starts with Chika conducting like a choir. It's pretty good, but you see this look on her face. Turns out Miyuki he's not singing. He's just mouthing it, lip syncing. Not very well, mind you. There's a shot of him doing it alongside everyone else. He's really bad at it. If he was like actually knew all the words like he claimed, then he should be doing it in time, surely. That's just what I'm thinking. He wasn't even in time, silly Miyuki. You fail. He gets in trouble for it with Chika, but his excuse turns out he's crap at singing. That's his excuse. It's not the greatest excuse, you know. In this instance, it was probably the right call, but I mean, general, I'm just bad. No one's Miyuki bad though. Chika has a brief flashback to the last training montage back in season 1, the volleyball and all that, and it's like, I'm not doing it again. How bad are you? He's like, I'm only a little bit bad. She's like, fine. If you're only a little bit bad, I can do it. He's not a little bit bad. He's not a little bit bad at all. I mean, I'm curious to know if they actually got the voice actors to make that noise, or if they just pressed buttons to try and... They probably did and then horrendously distorted it. But it was a noise and a half. Eventually, they practice and everything. He gets one note good. Still can't do a song though, obviously, because... I'm not sure if you're aware of this, guys. There's more than one note in a song. Training montage. That's a thing that happens. But before the training montage, I'll just check my notes. Forgot about this bit. We get Miyuki's flashback of basically everybody across like his whole school life telling him not to sing because he was so bad at it, which I felt kind of bad for. But he was really bad. So like, it's understandable. But it still sucks. That's what I'm saying on this little comedy bit. Training montage happens. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Yeah, that. And then, hey, next assembly, he's singing alongside everyone and it's great. Chika starts proper crying on the stage towards the end of it. And everyone's just a bit confused. Like, oh, why is she crying? Like, proper bawling. Miyuki is like, I did it. Yes, I sang. He's so happy with himself. She gives Kaguya a big old hug, like, I'm so proud of that boy. Mama Chika is the happiest girl on earth because she helped her son learn how to sing. I wonder what other things she'll be teaching him. Probably something like flying a plane. I wouldn't surprise me at this point. Open up the last section, which I'm going to call Kaguya is a devious little so-and-so. Chika's putting up pledges. Kaguya's like, that's great. She gets info from Hayasaka about Miko Ino, who is the brown-haired girl who I'm predicting will maybe become important, or more important. They invite her to tea. Miko and Kaguya have some tea, or not have some tea, because Miko doesn't trust Kaguya one iota, and it's probably for the best. She's trying to manipulate her. Kaguya brings up she's failed to be on the student council in every other attempt, this being Miko, which that stung a little bit at all. Kaguya offers to help. She's like, I'll help you, just wait till next year, so after this has happened. Which, you know, it's a fair trade, but she doesn't take it too well. She, you know, then starts saying, Kaguya and Miyuki, they're made for each other. She said it as an insult, as if to say, hey, they're both deplorable human beings and are morally bad. But of course Kaguya doesn't take it that way. She's like, oh, thank you for why are you so nice? Oh, that's great, you know, and everything. Then she's like, you're gonna join my council and I'm gonna whip you into shape, the both of yous. Which, you know, so she's essentially gonna get the whole of the old council, except Ishigami. Ishigami's great. She can whip him into shape as well. Maybe that's the way they're going to go. Maybe she's going to win somehow. Although her policies, which Kaguya doesn't agree with whatsoever, it's mostly the Chika bit, just for the record. She's like, wait, are you serious? Going to have Chika as vice president? That's not a thing that's going to... No, it's basically... Even now, so now all of them are like, no, we can't let that happen. That is ground zero. That's a bad thing to happen. So yeah, that was the end of the episode. Maybe she'll win. I don't think she will, just because she is no one's going to vote for her with the things she's laid out. No one. I can't think of anyone that will. She's a right stick in the mud. But I think she's kind of cool, so there's that. Maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe she'll think the student council are up to no good, so she'll keep checking on them to the point where she just hangs out with them anyway. I'm pretty confident Miyuki's going to get re-elected. But maybe she'll just keep showing up to evaluate them or whatever. And then she'll basically just end up hanging out there. Essentially a member, but not really. Maybe that's the way they're going to do it. I have no idea. And that was the end of this week's episode. It was a good episode. Everybody got their licks in. We had Miyuki a couple of times in the first bit especially. Ishigami had, despite not showing up too much, he was pretty funny. Kaguya at the end, and then Chika in the choir bit. But funny stuff. And Kaguya had some stuff earlier on as well with the talking to Kashiwagi. Kashiwagi did funny stuff too. Everybody was funny this week. It's a good, balanced, funny episode. It was good. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment, subscribe, and other stuff. It helps me out a lot if you didn't know. I will see you next week for another episode of this. I am going to go and wipe the sweat off my head because bloody hell, it's hot today and it sucks. It's too hot. I will see you next week, as I said. Take care and bye, guys.